If there's one thing I really like about the 3D Mario games, it's all of the different stages and worlds we get to travel to. Usually, there's about 15 per game, but in Super Mario Galaxy, things were way different. The first game in the series contains 42 galaxies. Now that's a lot. There's a lot of really enjoyable and memorable galaxies in this game, but you know, having 42 in total obviously means some of them might not be the most spectacular ones.
And having recently replayed through all the galaxies myself, I gotta agree with you on that.
Oh, hi Nathaniel Bandy. Welcome to this top 10. I recently realized that a lot of our collabs are about Super Mario Galaxy, so might as well make this a recurring theme.
Sounds good to me.
Let's not waste any time here. Hey, I'm Nico.
And I'm NB.
And this is the top 10 worst galaxies in Super Mario Galaxy. If you haven't played Mario Galaxy in the past month or so, you probably don't really remember Bubble Breeze Galaxy. It's kind of a boring one, to be honest. This galaxy is made up of a planet covered in poison water, which kills you if you fall in it.
To get the star, you must hop in a bubble and float through the many obstacles to gather the 5-star shards. The only difficulty comes from avoiding getting squeezed on a rock or hitting those spiky mines. You would think touching these sharp boulders would pop the bubble, but it doesn't for some reason.
The only fun thing about this galaxy is the fact that the only inhabitant is a wooden board named Phil Board. You can tell the dev team really didn't know how to make this level creative when the only character is a talking wooden board. Anyways. Now, this next galaxy isn't particularly bad, but it's a wasted opportunity to me. Remember Honeyhive Galaxy, that lively galaxy full of bees and featuring our favorite Mario Kart 7 driver, Honey Queen? Well, later in the game you get to visit the Gold Leaf Galaxy, and as soon as you step foot, you realize there's something fishy here. This galaxy is literally the Honeyhive Galaxy, but mirrored and with a different color palette. I know there's a couple of other differences, but if you're gonna brand it as a completely original and new galaxy, you may want to add a little bit more.
This galaxy isn't on the list because it's not fun or anything, it's there because it's a really lazy one. Plus the purple coins are kind of a pain in the neck. You're under a very strict time limit, and there's only 100 coins. I'm not a big fan of the purple coin challenges where there aren't a few extra to spare, especially since this one's timed.
Might as well have added more stars to Honeyhive Galaxy instead of branding it as a brand new galaxy while it isn't really one. So it might be a personal thing, but I don't really like desert theme levels. I don't like them in 2D Mario games, and I especially don't like them in 3D Mario games. I wasn't a fan of shifting sand land in Super Mario 64, so you can tell I'm not a fan of the Dusty Dune Galaxy.
Most of the planets you'll visit are covered by quicksand, which kills you instantly if you touch it, making this galaxy a tedious task of jumping from platform to platform. And it's even worse during the purple coin challenge. Collecting 100 of these is super annoying and takes so long. Now, thankfully the purple coins aren't timed, but it's such a slog getting them all.
You gotta love these little tornadoes with eyes though, they're pretty good looking, but sadly, their cuteness is not enough to salvage this galaxy from being super boring. I'm not a fan of the music that is played during this level too. I guess it's fitting with the whole level anyways. It's boring. This next galaxy is not so much a bad galaxy, but more of a wasted opportunity. The main gimmick in Bouy-based Galaxy is that you're supposed to climb up this giant tower. Sadly, since the planet is covered in water, you must swim underwater and have a guided missile follow you to break the weight underwater, which will make some of the block go back floating up. Then you'll begin the ascension of the tower.
It is basically just you jumping from blocks to blocks while avoiding little bubble shooting guns and other easy to avoid obstacles. I mean, it's not that this galaxy isn't fun, it's just way too short, which is criminal for how great the music is.
The idea of having to break stuff underwater to make new stuff appear above the water is a genius idea, except in this case, you only do it once and forget about it. What a shame, this could have been something cool. There aren't that many huge galaxies in the game, but Sea Slide Galaxy shouldn't be one of them in my opinion. Basically, this galaxy is a big donut made out of water. There's a total of 6 stars to collect here, including this tedious one where you need to collect 100 purple coins, which are scattered all around the map. This wouldn't be such a problem if moving from one part of the map to the other didn't take so long because of the water. It's boring to swim underwater, even with a Koopa shell.
But get ready to swim here, because you need to swim with this shark, swim with these penguins, swim to get silver stars, swim everywhere. Why are 2 of these stars basically the same thing? And yeah, I know we keep talking about purple coins, but this galaxy has one of the most tedious to collect in the entire game. They are all over the place, and it feels like a century before you get them all.
I just don't like this galaxy and wish it wasn't so boring. So at number 10 I put Bubble Breeze Galaxy because using a pointer to blow a bubble to the correct path is kinda boring. Introducing Bubble Blast Galaxy. It's pretty much the same thing, except this one is way more difficult. You're supposed to grab 5 star shards and basically each pipes leads to a different bubble challenge, which is original I gotta admit, but geez it can be annoying sometimes.
Oh, and if you thought this galaxy couldn't get even more tedious, you gotta start from the beginning if you die because you lose all your shards. Hooray! Said no one ever. Now, at least there's one checkpoint, but that's not until after getting all 5 of those shards, filled with walls of death.
And since this level is so long, your arm will probably hurt near the end because you've been holding it up for such a long time. What good is a galaxy that hurts me physically in the real life? Come on, Nintendo. You know what I realize? Catching bunnies ain't my favorite thing to do in the Mario series, and for some reason Nintendo keeps making us catch bunnies in all of the Mario games. Snowcap Galaxy is a very small galaxy where you must catch 3 bunnies in a limited amount of time while running in the snow.
If you don't remember, walking in snow in Super Mario Galaxy is super slow and tedious, so combine the snow mechanic with the catching bunnies part and you've got yourself one heck of a lame galaxy. Now you can use the star pointer to move snow out of the way, but trying to do that effectively while going fast, it's not very viable.
The easiest way of winning this challenge is to get the bunnies to jump in that hole, but in order to open the door to get that hole to appear, you must walk on the switches hidden in the snow. I'm glad there's only 1 star in this entire galaxy, because I truly wouldn't want to come back here. It really feels like a filler galaxy that they included just to get to 120 total stars. It's an afterthought for sure. You knew the day would come eventually where we would be talking about Loop de Swoop Galaxy. Everybody remembers their first time playing the Manta Ray levels in Super Mario Galaxy, right? Of course you do, but for all the wrong reasons. And it's simple, 2 words. Motion controls. You don't get to use the joystick here. Nah, instead you're supposed to tilt the Wii remote left and right.
While the first Galaxy, Loop-de-Loop, was already difficult enough, Loop-de-Swoop takes it even further, adding narrow paths and sharp turns. And don't even get me started on that loop. Yeah, it might look cool and all, but it's so easy to slip off of it.
It's really hard to control and I just don't want to talk about it anymore. Actually, it's that bad. Alright, since we're on the topic of galaxies featuring awkward control options, get ready for Rolling Gizmo Galaxy. Ugh, this galaxy is so annoying. You're supposed to simply roll on the ball containing the star and bring it back to the end of the level. Sounds simple? Bear in mind that this ball is controlled using motion controls. What's wrong with using the nunchuck, Nintendo? Is that too mainstream for you?
At that time, I remember how cool it was to roll around with motion controls, but looking back, I just hate it and wish you could control this with a joystick, seeing as the levels could have been so much more complex and interesting.
The path to get to the end features rotating platforms, very narrow paths, and blocks that could push you to your death at any moment.
This level isn't fun at all, simply because motion controls aren't as accurate as an actual joystick. It's honestly just plain annoying.
Super Mario Galaxy features 120 stars to collect, and once you collect all of those with Mario, you get to play as Luigi and collect them all over again. But don't worry, After all of that hard work and collecting them all over again with Luigi, you unlock a brand new galaxy called the Grand Finale Galaxy. Now this galaxy must be epic. After all, you've played for so long and collected 240 stars in total. Well, this galaxy is not a grand finale at all.
Basically, it's the intro level from the game, but filled with purple coins that you gotta collect. And you don't even get to fight enemies, or explore the whole castle or anything. No, like seriously, you just collect some purple coins, in plain sight mind you, and that's it.
I get that this is supposed to be a reward for playing the game so much and that it's meant to be relaxing and easy, but in my opinion, this is the lamest reward you can get for playing the game for so long, making it the single worst galaxy in that game. Thanks out for watching, and I want to thank Nathaniel Bandy for being here with me today.
Well, thank you for having me on board.
By the way, even though these galaxies were not our favorite, it doesn't change the fact that Super Mario Galaxy is mind-blowing.
Oh my god, Nico, would you believe that I just released a video on my channel with that exact same title?
And can you believe that I am in that video too?
Oh my god, no way! Guys, if I were you, I'd tap the card on the screen to check it out right now.
Alright guys, tap the card and I'll see you in the next video.